Hi, my name is Kristen, and I will be talking to you about internet gaming, addiction, and cyberbullying. Online gaming. Online gaming or internet gaming can refer to any type of game that someone can play through the internet or over a computer network. Most of the time, it refers to video games played over the internet where multiple players are in different locations across the world. Our topics are addiction, cyberbullying, staying safe online, gaming disorders, treatment, and research. Video game addiction. The different types of symptoms of a video game addict are insomnia, slouching, muscle degeneration, carpal tunnel syndrome, failure to take care of your personal hygiene, poor vision and dry eyes, weight functions, and long, tattered nails. Addiction. There is specific criteria, preoccupation with such games that you don't want to get off of them, withdrawal symptoms of irritability, anxiety, or sadness, the development of tolerance, unsuccessful attempts to control their behavior, loss of interest in other activities or family members, continued excessive use despite knowledge of psychosocial problems, deceiving others regarding the amount of time spent gaming, use of this behavior to escape or relieve a negative mood, jeopardizing or losing a significant relationship, job, education, or opportunity. The different types of content, causes, diagnosis, treatment, public concern, and deaths. What may cause internet addiction? You suffer from anxiety. You may use the internet to distract yourself from your worries and fears. You're depressed, and the internet can be an escape from feelings of depression, but too much time online can make things worse. You have other addictions. You may suffer from other addictions such as drugs, alcohol, and gambling. Use it as a social support. Internet addicts often use social networking sites, instant messaging, or online gaming as a safe way of establishing a new friendship or relationship. You are less mobile or socially active than you once were. For example, you may be parenting very young children, which can make it hard to leave the house or connect with old friends. And you are stressed. While some people use the internet to relieve stress, it can have the opposite effect. The longer you spend online, the higher the level of stress you will be. Source is AAP News. When gambling becomes an addiction, social effects, anger, and verbal abuse sometimes are extreme. Excessive crying, lack of motion or direction, difficulty facing obligations, procrastination, you're bored, you can find an activity of interest, physical symptoms, nausea, physical illness, colds, allergies, restless, unfulfilling, taunting dreams, obsession, a disruption in sleep patterns, fantasies and dreams about the game, excessive amounts of time spent sleeping, and craving the urge to go back to gaming and try to control the time played, feeling as though a return to gaming will make you better, and then anxiety, feelings of emptiness, depression, relief, uncontrolled feelings or rampage, mood swings, fear, and irritability are your physiological symptoms. As far as treatment, you do need to be assessed. A certified addiction counselor trained in identification and treatment of internet addiction can effectively perform an assessment to determine what level of care is most appropriate. For a free confidential assessment, you can call the Illinois Institute for Addiction Recovery. You can attend boot camps, and then you can also seek out counseling. There have been different studies. Players that play more than 2 hours per day, it's in a report that the council uses this 2 hours per day limit to define gaming overuse, citing that the American Academy of Pediatrics guideline of no more than 1 to 2 hours per day of screen time is needed. In a 2005 Tom Games interview, it was estimated that 40% of the players of World of Warcraft were addicted. A 2006 lecture reported by the BBC indicated that 12% of polled gamers reported at least some addictive behavior. And then Michael Kai, a director of broadband and gaming for Parks Associate, said that in 2007 that video game addiction is a particular severe problem in Asian countries such as China and Korea. A 2006 survey suggested that 2.4% of South Koreans aged 9 to 39 suffer from gaming addiction, with another 10.2% at risk for addiction. There have been deaths from online gaming. In 1981, Jeff Daly, a 19-year-old gamer, became the first known person to die while playing video games. After achieving a score in the arcade game, he succumbed to a massive heart attack. A year later, an 18-year-old gamer died after achieving a high score in the same game. In 2005, a 28-year-old South Korean collapsed of fatigue and died after playing the video game StarCraft for 50 consecutive hours. Sean Woolley committed suicide after he played EverQuest for days on end. Why he committed suicide is still unknown. And another suicide story is about a 13-year-old boy who wanted to join his gaming friends in the afterlife. Cyberbullying is when someone is picking on someone or people over the internet. Sometimes people can go too far and they have to call the police. If you don't tell anyone, it can get really serious. How adults can help keep children safe from gaming online bullies. Play the game or observe when the gaming happens to understand how it works and what a child is exposed to on the game. Check in periodically with your child about who is online playing the game. Teach your children about safe online behaviors, including not clicking on links from strangers, not sharing personal information, not participating in bullying, and what to do if they observe or experience bullying. And then establish rules about how much time a child can spend playing video games. My work was found for this presentation from Google Images. I also read many different articles and pulled information about them. StopBullying.org, BrightQuestTreatmentCenter.com, SiteGuides.com, and a few others that were cited throughout the presentation. Thank you so much.